So again, from broker end, you can see my all trade has been executed in which we have placed. Okay. And again, you can see we have created one before for this expiry as well. So here you can see, okay, so how you can adjust this kind of trade, right? So for example, in this series we have created, but market was kind of range bound, right? So yesterday what we did, we just close our buying thing, which we were in a long side. We were long at 17,006 here 650 put and 17,000 18,750 call. Okay, so we exited at the nominal loss, and for overnight thing we went a naked short, and again that against this 1,000 short we were having a again 1,000 buy position, right? So now it's trading somewhere around 1 rupees 35 paisa and 1 rupees 30 paisa. So again this is for today's trade, and we are holding this position once because it's no use to exit at 1 rupees, because by today itself it will went to 0. Okay, fine. So again this is my one trade. Hope you guys know there was some error was there in Motilal, but it's showing that this strategy is executed. Okay. Now coming back to my presentation part. So today I'll discuss one more strategy with you. Do you have any questions for this in last strategy? Yeah, we'll go with for weekly. Yes, right. This strategy is good for as per weeks is concerned. Adjustment return on equity, I expect whenever, for example, okay. Okay, so based on price, I select my legs. Okay, for example, if I'm buying at 60 rupees and I'll see after 2 OTM, right? But in a call, it will be in a Nifty, it will be 4 OTM, because in we have a strike of 50-50. So simply let me pull up, let me go to NSE website. For example, if I select 7th October for next month, next week expiry. So here I need to watch what is LTP right now, right? So at we are somewhere around 17,800. So if I see 18,000 call is somewhere in trading around 60 rupees. So I want to cover that 60 rupees by selling 4 OTM call, right? So if I go to 200 points above, then you can see somewhere around I'm getting 26 rupees. Okay, so almost I will out by only 10 rupees or 10 or 12 rupees. Fine. So that kind of risk I need to take to hedge this, or to get the maximum you can say margin utilization. I'm buying deep out the money call, right? So I can buy which is a very active contract. I can buy 18,800 call at 3 rupees 30 paisa. Fine. So again, I'll have a somewhere around debit of in this leg of 13 to 14 rupees. Fine. For downside, again, I'll select some the same price. For example, if I have shorted, I've bought of 60 rupees. If I check the last traded price of 17,500, I'm getting a 65 rupees. Okay, so I'll select this 65 rupees. Again, the volume is high. Try to get the round of strike price. You select 17,500. Don't go with this kind of 50 strike price. Volume will be definitely a lower, as you can see here as well. And to get the credit, I'll short 17,300 put, which is 30 30, almost 33 rupees. So 33 into 33, it will be 66 rupees. So I'm paying 65 rupees and I'm getting 66 rupees. Fine. So here in net credit and debit is almost zero. And I'll buy to hedge to get the margin benefit. I'll buy 16,400 or 500 this thing, put option for deep out the money. Adjustment, I'll just watch. For example, in this strategy, I've deployed 10 lakh rupees, right? The overall this thing was 10 lakh rupees. Margin utilization at the 500 and 1000 contract means I bought 500 call and 500 put and sold 1000 call and 1000 put. So the combined margin is 10 lakh rupees in this particular trade. I'll target for 1%, right? So for example, any point of time I'm getting 10 to 12,000 rupees, I'll book the profit and I'll wait the new opportunity, right? And if I'm getting or sometime market crashes from here, right, and I'm getting a good profit on put side, definitely call will be down, and I'll in that call and call pair, I'll in a net to net, no profit, no loss. So I can just cut that call part and I can create a new part which is nearby. So for example, from today's example, for example, I bought 18,000 call at 62 rupees, right? So for example, market downs from here at 200 points. Now this 62 rupees will be somewhere around 30 to 32 rupees, and that which I have sold at almost, I think 32 rupees, again it will be 20 rupees. So net to net credit will be a zero. So what I'll do, I'll square off these both legs and I'll switch to maybe 17,800 or maybe 17,700. So this adjustment you need to do. But whenever you are getting a good profit, book and wait for the right opportunity. Very easily you can make 10 to 12,000, 15,000 to sometime we see 20,000 M2M as well in a this strategy, right? So this strategy we are live into this, and which I'm teaching you right now. So again, we are planning to create a complete algo, right? And where we can just fix our target price and overall M2M price, or system will do the continuously will check the this thing condition, and system will do the trades, right? But it's just a simple strategy. If you are working somewhere, you are not into completely you can say full-time trader, you can do this kind of a strategy which will make you feel better, and it's kind of ease of doing this thing, right? And is all clear? Monthly you can expect 3 to 4%, 2%, 3%, anything about 2 to 3% you can expect. But you need to check from you start with one lot, then go for a scale up. Maximum drawdown, you can see maximum DD as we see, right? In this above example, maximum our loss is 7,700. How do you increase the quantity? Okay, so we'll take 1 or 2 minutes in question, then I'll come to my presentation. So how do you increase your quantity in second and third leg? Second and third leg market moves in a one direction. So if my market moves in a one direction, right? For example, market downs by that I know my maximum profit, let's say on a above, let's say upside is 18,300, where I'll make maximum profit. So before that, I'll close that trade because I'm getting a good profit, and then I'll create a new thing. Because in this strategy, you can see we can get the overall profit of, just a second. Yeah, here you can see our maximum return is 92,000, right? So once market moves in our one way, one direction, definitely, sorry. So definitely will make more money. It's combined M2M, right? So once I reach to this level, I'll square off all and I'll wait for new opportunity to create a new legs. Nothing more, nothing more to adjust. Yes, I have intraday strategy. I'll share. I'll created one strategy for you guys for intraday setup, right? So can we start, or in the end we'll take the questions? Okay. So I divided today's session in a 3-part. First, I'll discuss why algo trading and why option buying. Second, I'll discuss a complete strategy. This strategy is for a demo purpose. I'll give you one overall framework, right? I'll give meanwhile, I'll share backtest report also with you guys. So you need to work on it. You can optimize the system. You can get some kind of new thing to learn, right? So it's not a complete strategy, but yeah, I'll give you a overall mota moti, so where you can work for your future reference. Okay. And again, I'll give you demo. How can you automate this strategy in our bridge, which is AlgoVeda bridge. And mostly I'm more into AmiBroker coding. So I use complete systems on AmiBroker. So I'll give you a demo how you can go live, right? So little about me. As most of you know, my name is Ankush and I'm a full-time algo trader and founder of AlphaFin Educon and AlgoVeda.com. I started my career in 2006. I joined as a dealer when I was 19. I introduced to stock market, and somehow due to some condition, I need to join work. So you can say by fortune, I landed to stock market. Right. So in Delhi, I worked for 1 year. Then I came back to Raipur. In here, I worked for 4 years, almost 4 years for Sharekhan. And finally, I quit my job in 2020 and started my own company, which is AlphaFin Educon, where we teach about stock market, financial markets. Right. And once I quit my job in 2011, I joined OTA, Online Trading Academy. It's a more kind of discretionary trading where they teach about demand and supply thing, right? So in 2013, I introduced to algo trading, and I was in Delhi for some work. So I got to know that they are NSE is conducting some 2-day workshop, right? So I have joined there, and believe me, in 2 days, I not a single thing I learned, because that time my mind and all things were not in that level to get this thing. But in 2015, I was exploring about algo trading. I learned a lot from Mr. Rajendran from market calls, coding, and he taught me how to backtest and all. He's my favorite mentor. So in this almost in last 6 years, I backtested many strategy, and right now in our account and in our family and clients account, we are running algos. Most of the, you can say, strategies are system based. We don't do any discretionary trade. Some you can see 10% sometime I trade discretionary, but more than 80 to 90% trade we take through systems only. Okay, so when I call systems, so right now we have multiple strategy. As I said in my starting presentation, I'm into option buying. I have option selling setup. I also do future, and the mix of strategy we do, which most of people know, non-correlated system and importance of non-correlated systems, where the drawdowns comes drastically very low, right? And even your psychology part is you will have calm mind when you do multiple strategy. So most of you are into initial phase. So first build one strategy, right? And do back testing, do all the thing and go live. Then one by one you create multiple system, right? So many of you know the fund manager, they buy 10 stocks in 10 stocks, 4 to 5 stocks makes a fortune for them. 3 to 4 stocks is on a you can say break even, and 3 to 4 stocks on a worst. So overall, that's why they make a good money, right? So the same way we follow multiple strategies. Sometimes when markets are trending, we make good money in trend following system. we lose some money in option selling system, right? So accordingly, we just deploy our strategy. So this is one point where you can work on it, right, guys? So again, if why algo trading? So in the last session with Quants League, I discussed why algo trading and in a detail. So you can find the complete recording in my YouTube channel. So I'll discuss a simple thing, why algo trading. So what is algo trading? Algo trading is just a set of rules of buying, selling, or exchanging. Rules are best followed by machine, not by humans. For example, I want to buy, if I want to, let's say, scan 50 stocks. So at the time, it's not possible for me to scan all the 50 stocks, right? So that's why we use more machine, right? So and the extra thing we have as a human, that is IQ and EQ. So hence we do let we do the computer do their job, right? So that's why algo trading. So again, I'll discuss about why volatility, right? So again, I'll discuss about volatility, and being an option trader and option seller, you must heard the name, and some of you are very expert in this kind of things. But for beginner point of view, I'm giving an overview what is volatility and how I take volatility in my books. Okay, so volatility is just a you can say measure of the speed of the market. So when we say market volatility is high, means simple, the speed of volatility market is high. Market can go 500,000 points above or below. When volatility is low, the speed is very low, right? So the volatility is a simple annualized standard deviation of stocks daily price changes. So simple deviation, how much price can deviate by up and down, that is volatility, right? So volatility, we know we have two kind of volatility. First is historical volatility and second is implied volatility, right? So are you getting my point, guys? Or I'm going up very fast or slow? Is it okay? Yes, only 2-3 replies. We have more than hundreds of participants. I'm getting very few replies. Okay. Thank you so much. So, okay, thank you. So what is historical volatility? When I say historical volatility, the name itself, the rate at with the price of underlying in the past. Okay, when say implied volatility, it represents the expectation about the future fluctuation, right? So whenever people say IV or HV, we call what was the historical volatility, right? So in a previous session in a Quants League, Mr. Raghunathan from Define Edge, he was showing some percentile. It was also a kind of how we compare a historical volatility and implied volatility in a percentile basis, right? So again, at which price of the underlying at the past we call as a historical volatility, and implied volatility we say as a what will be the future implied future volatility. So the option price based on the probability and expectation of the price movement, right? So why can I have a quick reply? Why ATM delta have a 0.5%? Why theta of ATM is 0.5? Whenever we open a chart, we see 0.5, 0.4, 0.3. Yes, 50% probability, right? Call and put is equal to 1, right? So we have 50% chances that market can go up and go down. We know whenever we toss a coin, so we can get head and tail, that is probability of 50%. The same way at the money, call and put have the 50% chances to go up and go down. But whenever we see the okay, so firstly we'll discuss market expectation. Is we can see when market is expecting a good move in coming days, so the simple volatility shoot up before election, before events, the major events, we see a spike on a volatility, and once the event is over, the VIX is crashed down like a hell, right? So that is the kind of expectation or probability. When we can expect a high probability game, like right today we are getting a some kind of range bound move. We have not getting any one-sided move because we don't have any kind of as of now we are not having any kind of proper one-way trend. Okay, so simple, when you see characteristics of volatility, higher the implied volatility, the higher of option pricing, right? You can see before last 1 month we were trading at 13 or 14 weeks, right? So that time option pricing were very less. Now we are trading somewhere around 19, 20. That's why option pricing is higher as compared to previous last 15 to 20 days, right? So whenever IV is high, you'll pay, you'll get higher price, and when IV is low, you'll get the cheaper options, right? So in this based, we track as an Indian market, we track IVIX, we call as a India VIX, right? So what is India VIX? Is just a benchmark index that measure the implied volatility of option of Nifty, also known as fear index, for its positive correlation of the market downturn. When I say it's a positive correlation between, because we see market VIX increases when markets goes into downtrend. Okay, why? Just because of fear. So as a human, we are more fearful than greedy, as most of you know it, right? So most of the people want to, and the simple pricing of option based on demand and supply. The more the demand of option, the more the price will be higher. The less demand of options, the price will be lower, right? So whenever market crashes, right, so the demand of options increases, more people wants to hedge their position, more people want to buy some kind of to hedge their downside, right? So that time market increases and VIX increases, simple way, right? But it's not a completely you can say 100%, but yeah, 80 to 90% this kind of things happen. But whenever market goes down, VIX increases, right? So I have covered this again. So as per my understanding, and most of the option sellers, and including me, we have back tested, or we play with data, and we got to know that more than 70% market is in a range bound. Fine. So more than 70% time options buyers makes money. Sellers makes money, and only 30% times option buyers makes money, right? So from this overall, you can say 70 or 30 rule. What do you understand? What is your output from 70-30? And what, being an option buyer or being a buyer, we do a mistake on a day-to-day basis, and what we need to avoid this. So from this, how you know what is the 70 and 30 rule says? Can I quick reply? Option buyer has to wait for the before entry. Okay. Credit strategy works well. Fine. So for example, if you are an option buyer, and the most people sideways and trending. Yeah, right. Thank you for a quick response. So being an option buyer, what we do a mistake that we want to trade each and every day. For example, we have trading session of, let's say, 20 to 20 days in a month. So as a buyer, we trade each and every day. But data says in a yearly time frame, for example, if I divided trading hours to 1 year, right? Out of 12 months, 9 months where option sellers will make money, right? And 3 months option buyer will make money. In a month on month basis, 14 to 15 days, option buyer will make money, the option seller will make money, and 5 to 7 days, option sellers will make money, right? So being an option buyer, we need to focus only 5 to 7 day trades, right? So you need to wait for opportunity to come. Don't jump into any trade without analyzing anything. And most of the people says this gyan also, that manage your risk and create your own system. But being an option trader and your hit ratio, again, if you're trading option, if you're going with the option buying, only 40-50% will be your hit ratio. But in option selling, your hit ratio will be higher. But advantage of option buying is a low risk, high reward thing. We know we have limited risk and unlimited reward. And an extra edge we have is a low margin, right? For example, if I'm buying one lot, so I need to pay a premium. If I'm selling on one lot, I need to pay complete margin, right? So we need to focus as an option buyer, right? We need to focus only 6 to 7 days in a month to maximum where market are trending. Right now, market is in a range bound. We are waiting, right? So to break our upper level or the below level. If market breaks, then only we'll trade. Else, it's okay to being an option seller. Okay. So again, let's come to volatility part. This thing I learned from Mr. Santosh Patsi sir, right? And even he was also a student of OTA. So on OTA, when I was introduced to option selling in OTA, they taught us these things also, right? So here what we are doing, we are taking a 52-week high and 52-week low of weeks, right? So please focus in this. It will change the way you option you guys see the options, right? So what we need to do, we need to just draw a simple, you can say Fibonacci retracement line, right? To up 52-week high and 52-week low in a weeks, right? So if you need a live demo, I can show you as well. So again, this is my trading view chart. India weeks. Right. So here you can see my daily chart on India weeks. So what I'll do, I'll simply draw a Fibonacci retracement line. Sorry. From here to here. Okay. Again, this is, you guys must know, this shows what is the percentage of this, you can say downtrend, and what is the retracement levels of this. So we don't need to focus in this. We just need to change this thing, right? And again, I need to, you can see again, by default, you'll get this kind of thing. Okay. So you just need to cut on 4 part, right? So up 0 to 2 means on a 0.0%, or 0 to 20%, 20 to 40%, 40 to 60%, 60 to 80, and 80 to 1. Simple and simple untick, right? So by doing this, I have already created this, right? So I mark as a green zone here and red zone here. When volatility in a lower side, right? And we can mark these zones as a volatility zone. So again, this is my very low zone, very low volatility zone. It's a low, it's a neutral, it's a high, and it's a very high. Whenever in this kind of zone, we have 2, 3, 4, 5 zones, right? So in this kind of zone, when we are trading into this zone, option is you're getting a very cheap in option price. So always buy. Most of the option sellers are in painful last 2 to 3 months. Why? Just because of this low wicks. whenever, and some rules are universal, right? You can't change, right? So whenever VIX is trading in a low range, being an option seller, you will not make money. When VIX in a high zone, being an option buyer, here sellers will not make money, here buyer will not make money, right? Again, it's trading in between this neutral zone. You can see from here, right? So in this, you can create some kind of a spread here, or credit spread here, or here you need to focus on a debit spread. Or in this neutral zone, you need to focus on larger time frame or big move. Don't go with the some kind of counter moves. Okay. So from this, you can calculate VIX, and you can see in which zone. Whenever VIX in a lower side, in a green side, become a buyer. Whenever VIX in a high side, become a seller, and take a 52-week high and low, and a recent 52-week high and low. Forget about 90, 80 during the Corona side. Okay. So again, this clear? Yes, Iron Condor you can create a calendar spread. So again, I'll come to my buying setup. Now, so far so clear? All good? Any doubt? Okay. Okay. Fine. Thank you. So again, I'll come to my second part where I committed. I'll share my one strategy. So firstly, I'll share the logic. What are indicators we'll use in this strategy? Execution I'll share, and money, how can you do money management, right? So this strategy I also shared in my money control guru speak, right? So here I'm using 3 mainly indicator. So thanks to Rajendran sir to teach this AMI broker coding and all this. So here you can see my chart. I have added 3 indicators here, or you can say 2 indicators and 1 candlestick pattern. First indicator is my super trend, right? So what is super trend? Most of people know. It's a good indicator for up and down trend. So in our initial phase, when I introduced to algo trading, we were trading in a simple plain vanilla super trend, right? And that time market were not mature enough, and algo was not that popular. Then again, we were making a good money in a simple vanilla, plain vanilla super trend. But as the time passes, we need to optimize or change our system, right? So if somebody says a simple naked super trend, it works for them, yeah, because in some kind of if he's having some other indicator, and with the help of super trend, he can make money. But standalone, don't go standalone with the super trend, right? So I back tested completely and optimized, and we have seen trading in a standalone super trend or any indicator, it won't, you will end up losing money, right? So super trend is a simple ATR based, because most of the speakers are saying markets are dynamic in nature. We need to keep changing our indicators, optimize this. The same way ATR works. Whenever we say ATR is a simply average true range. Okay. So when markets are in a low, the band will be low. When markets are in high volatility zone, so based on volatility or ATR movement, super trend keep adjusting its own lines. Okay. So how we trade super trend? Buy when price is above super trend and sell when price is below super trend. And again, a best use of super trend, it help us to you can say to know support and resistance level. Okay. So again, I added super trend. Second, I'm using here Heikin Ashi chart, right? So most of the people, you know what is the difference between candlestick and Heikin Ashi chart, right? So Heikin Ashi is simple, cut the noise of the market right? Because the candlesticks is some kind of time bound, right? So in a 5 minute, we can see a 200 point movement in Nifty and Bank Nifty, or in a 5 minutes, we see some 20 or 30 points movement, right? So that is again time bound based, but Heikin Ashi is a price average candle, right? So in this, it's help to cut the noise and help to identify a trend. Whenever in the charting we are seeing a green, more or more greens, means trends is up. When we are seeing more or more red, means overall trend is down. Okay. And again, final, most of the people and even the Vivek sir explained very well how you need to in line with the trend, right? He has given a very beautiful example of waves. When big waves are coming, right, and by the small waves won't be able to cut the big waves, right? So simple to cut the noise, or to you can say cut down my trades, I'm using 200 moving average. Why 200 moving average? Because when price is above 200 moving average, that means market is in a uptrend and I don't want to short this market. Okay. And when market is in a downtrend, I don't want to buy. Okay. So here I have added 3 layer of indicators, and I'll give you a live demo. So here you can see live chart is coming, right? So it's a simple 5-minute candle chart, Heikin Ashi based. So here we have this yellow line where you can see the trend. Okay. So again, we are into today, it's completely range bound trend. We are not getting any good trending day, right? So most of the difficult to follow this kind of trend, that your hit ratio will be not more than 40 to 45%, right? So you need to wait a good trade to enter in this kind of setup, or once trade is shooted or goes, you need to wait. You can see again a choppy market, right? Again a choppy market and a very good trend on the downside. Again, if I go to downside, again a choppy market, but a good movement, right? So after 3 to 4 consecutive I can say losses, you'll make a good money in a 5th or 6th trade, right? And how market works, nature of market is not in a sideways. For example, if you're facing a completely a series of sideways, definitely market will go in a either way. The rules of volatility itself says the volatility is cyclical in nature, persistent and mean reverting, right? So the volatility when markets are in a range bound, right? So the market will be going to blast either side, either upside or downside. So sometime you'll lose money in this kind of congestion phase. So being a trader, you need to take each and every trade, because we are not into you can say we are not into prediction game, right? I don't want to predict the market. I want to take each and every trades, right? So again, how to for example, in this strategy, you can use plain, you can and again, this is a completely intraday system, right? And markets, the system will start by 9:15, right? And last trade will be somewhere around 3 o'clock, and system will square off completely the positions at 3:15. Fine. And whenever trades happen, it will automatically push up the trades into our broker terminal, right? So here again, I have whenever we do some kind of this thing strategy, yeah, I'll explain how to enter and how to exit again. So again, I have here, I have ME broker, right, where the buy, sell, short and cover calculated. Now again, we have bridge, Whenever buy and sell signal, it's communicated to bridge, and then bridge pushes to broker terminal, and broker pushes to exchange. Right? So from here, buy to sell is one-way communication, right? So whenever your system pushes order to any broker, nothing confirmation will come to come back to your IME broker terminal, right? And through bridge and broker, or you can say through bridge and exchange, it's two-way communication. Whenever you place order, you get order ID in the back, and again you get the confirmation, right? So here I'm using to calculate my buy and sell signal. I'm using you can say IME broker, right? So you can use IME broker, you can use MT4 MetaTrader 4, you can use simple Excel, right? You can use TradingView, or you can use Python to calculate. And any these platform you can connect with the bridge, and bridge again, once the bridge connected, you can do go with the automation. Okay, clear? Okay, so how we can automate this strategy now, again I'll discuss. So again, you can see this is my bridge, right? So here you can see I mapped completely n numbers of strike prices, right? And so there is two way to do this thing, right? One way, you can code each and everything in your AFL, right? So for example, if you see here, the complete code which says and whenever when to buy, when trend is one means up, and the close of candle is above of 200, and time start time is 9:15, and time is last traded time is 3 o'clock. When to sell, when negative trend, right? So somebody was asking the exit rule, so I'll explain with any example. So whenever price is below below super trend, and market price just closes below this thing average, market will go short. Okay, and whenever the exit rule is completely based on super trend, so whenever market super trend crosses the price and above, system will exit. For example, right now I got the short trade here, right? So, and again, why short here? Because price were below EMA, and super trend again is showing a sell signal. Okay, and Heikin Ashi is again on the red side. So 3 confirmation is taken, and again will hold the short till the trend bends. For example, markets again cover up to back to mean, or cover up, will exit. Or if market goes to 37, 400, 500, 300, 200 levels, we keep holding the trades, because we have seen some kind of small losers here. Okay, so what I'll do here, you can see our bridge, right? So here bridge, we have 2 options. One is paper trading. Paper trading is absolutely free for you guys. You can log into our algoveda.com, or you can go to ankushbajaj.com, and you can sign up for free paper trading app. So again, if I press to by default, the more the one option will be here to log into your API. Okay, so when I click to log into API, so in the morning I've already given my credentials, so directly it's connected to my, you can say, live terminal, right? So in here I've added my Alice Blue account, so you can see overall margin and all this thing will be shown here, right? So again, And here I have mapped a complete setup. Why? Because in this strategy, whenever signals comes in, I want to buy ATM call, right? And whenever the sell signal comes, I want to buy ATM puts. So here, which is strike price, or you want to buy ATM, OTM, you can select by here, right? So for example, if I say strike plus 200, so whatever the current price, system will buy 200 out the OTM call option in a call side, and a put size down of 200 put options, right? And from here you can place the order as well. So let's go to paper trading mode. Once I click to start trading, and whenever the signals will come, again let's do the bar replay from here till here. Okay, and let's me speed up to 4x. So here you can see, just a second, I need to check whether yes, all connected. Now you can see just kind of live thing, right? So whenever the signal will come, here you can see, yeah, here you can see one buy here generated, and again you can see a buy signal coming here. Okay, because system were not having it's simple a stop and reverse system. So for example, sometimes system will push exit order. If they're in any existing position, it will exit that position and create a fresh positions, right? So you can see a completely new long entered here on a call side. Why call side? Because system has generated a buy signal. Okay, and why it's buying 18,500, because in a strategy I selected 2 far OTM on the round off, so it's round offing a 300, and 2 OTM is a 38,500. So you can see again market is going in a sideways. It's now 130. Yeah, definitely I'll share the AFL, not an issue. Yes, now here you can see, exit signals come in. Why exit signal? Just because market closes below the super trend, but not short. Why not short? Because market is above EMA. Again, we got the signal, 2 signals, entry and very next to exit. Again, you can see a fresh sell signal. So from this way, you can just simply automate your strategy. You can see each and every signal come into your bridge, and now it's on a paper mode, and again you can use as a live mode as well. Okay, so can we quick okay, so now the backtest part. Okay, I'll sure I think we have 10 minutes left, So firstly, I'll quickly share how you can go check, do back testing in AmiBroker. Okay. So firstly, I selected my database. It's database of almost 9 years. Okay. And I need to check, is there any kind of error? No, nothing error is there. And here I'm first I need to select my position sizing, right? So in a position sizing, I'm selecting 25, means one lot I'm selecting here, right? In a 25. So for one lot, I'm taking capital of 2 lakh rupees. Right now, I'm not considering any commissions or rate, anything. Let's go to backtest. From date to date, 1st January to December 19. So the symbol will be current. Okay. And okay, so now I'll share with you, you guys with a backtest report. So here it's showing out of on the investment of 2 lakh rupees, it's a completely intraday system. So you can check trade as well, right? It's a completely intraday system. The system is generating somewhere around 14 lakh rupees in last 9 years. Okay. So annualized return is somewhere around CAGR return. It's 25%, right? And total trade we have is somewhere around 3,500. It's a time frame of 5 minutes. I've checked in a 5 minutes time frame. Okay. Win ratio, as I discussed, if you are into any kind of trend following system, the win ratio is somewhere around 40 to 45%. So 43% is our win ratio. Losing again is 56%. And overall, you can see maximum trade drawdown means it's in a single trade. The drawdown is 14,000 and maximum trade drawdown is 42,000 rupees in a single trade. In some event, when market crashes very suddenly, in a one event, I think we made a loss of here. And again, you can see CAR to DD ratio is almost 3. Recovery factor is 30, is also good. So this is a completely overall framework. How can you design your system? You can check the Monte Carlo, which is up facing. Again, it shows the relevance, how good your system is, right? So you can optimize the system. You can change the parameter as well. For example, somebody was saying DMA will work, right? Use 50 EMA, right? So each and everything you can change from your side. Even you can change factor as well. Okay, so before this thing, I was showing you some results, right? So one thing is not involved here, right, which is transaction cost, right? So again, we need to check how much system will make money if I just apply 0.02%. That means in per crore transaction, I'm giving 2,000 rupees, right? In which I'm taking